Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of the Smith in the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and it's a Friday, finishing off the week. And so if we go to the SPY, you're going to see this. There's going to be a tone change here sooner or later, because when you see this, if you go to the lower left, and I'll blow this up for you, here, inside on the 60 to start the day. So we need this equilibrium to break. So we had a little bit more in the QQQ, went to slight higher highs, and you can see the diamonds. Dow Jones here inside on the 60. So we need to get out of this these things and then get out of the opening range if we're going to have any kind of futures help at all. And when that occurs, we're going to gain more information. You're going to see certain things are going to be affected by the futures. Right now we don't have that, but we will soon. And it's Friday, so mind your cheapo options. You can see small cappers here poke down and come back. But real tight rangers, and like when you get to this time of the day, the halftime strat time report, you want to be looking at those dailies. And you can see this, not much of a range there. If you go to the diamonds, here inside day. If you go to SPY goes into the highs, QQQ goes into the highs, but you can see Doji-esque, if you will, doing nothing on the SPY like so. So what's important to understand is that going forward, we're going to uncouple next week. And what that means is that this week, the monthly, let me close this down, the monthly and the weekly opening are the same, right? Because we started the new month. So next week, right, we're going to gain more information. So what I mean by that is that we want to be able to identify participants by price and time, right? That's what the strat's about. So next week on Monday, we'll have a new week, a new day, and a new 60 opening, right, on Monday morning, and that will uncouple. That will be different from the monthly opening, right? That's good. Then the second hour on Monday, the 60 will uncouple from the weekly and the daily, right? Because those will still have the same opening. Then on Tuesday becomes very important. The first hour, the daily and the 60 are the same and uncouple from the weekly and the monthly. And then that second hour, we're going to have four separate openings. We call that the uncoupling, right? Doesn't mean we don't trade till then. It means we gain more information. We can know how people are positioned by price and time. Very important concept to understand. So when we go into the highs here, it's called exhaustion risk. And what that means is that we don't have any pivots to take out. So the buyer's got to step up, right? We like to come back to previous ranges. Right now, like I said, it's not the end of the world. We're just sitting up there doing nothing, right? And that's the risk of it. Not reversing, but going to sit there doing nothing, right? So that's what's going on. So if we go back to the same old story, Tesla's new highs, and Tesla just don't stop. Just don't stop. So here you can see right now on the lower left, Tesla inside on the 60 minutes. So we want to know either side of that, right? It continues an exhaustion risk. Like I said, it doesn't mean that's going down. We just prefer to come back and through have pivots like here in the lower middle. That inside month, still good. And if you're swinging from a monthly basis, still good. Lows of the month, still good, still good. All right, if we go to similar, Neo, you can see this broadening formation here on the 60 in the lower left. And so one of the things you're going to notice, and I don't like to use this term at all, support and resistance, but what you're going to notice once you use broadening formations, oftentimes it'll happen like this, not horizontal lines. And the reason that that would work that way is that the horizontal lines don't allow for time. So if you ever had a loser go against you and then it almost comes back, but not quite, and then it runs away from you, yeah, that's this, right? So it's like guys trying to get their money back out of this. So anyway, so Neo, here if you go to the lower middle, you're going to see this. The inside month, hammer. So what that means is anybody got short in here, said I think it's going to roll back down. Boom, right here, ran into full time frame continuity to the upside, right? And off she goes. You're going to see in the daily upper left. Outside day, inside day. Now it's a gapper, so you had to be thusly. And you'll notice here how I talk about watching the new 60. So it gaps up, then it comes in, and then as soon as there was a new 60, you can see this right here. This is how you can pick up on algorithmic activity, right? As soon as this thing started going, yeah, they're back in there. See if there's any 15ers or anything nice for you. Maybe a 30. Let's see. Yeah, inside on the 30 here, right? Inside and up on the 30. Now inside on the 30 again to see if we could get the continuation. Neo. We've got TTD. And TTD was in the video last night. Now, we've talked about this here in the monthly in the lower middle. Right? The 2 up by taking out the highs and then the 2 down by taking out the lows. And you can see on this daily upper left, walking down, walking down, walking down. What does a reversal look like? It looks like an inside bar following it down, inside, back up, right? So even if this thing is actually for sale on the other time frames, on a Friday, people are more likely to cover their positions coming into the weekend. So if you're short this thing and it starts coming up on you, you're going to cover. We like coming back through a previous range because if you're short, we know you're going to be short against this, this, and this. We call that the pivot machine gun. Now, it took these guys out. The question is going to be strong enough to take more out. Right now, you're inside on the 30. Still waiting for a definitive futures break. The Qs are outperforming just a tad if we're looking over there, just to be aware of that. If we go to Triple D. Triple D starting to come in now, but this is one of the things we look for always is nice long green bars on the week and the month. And also Triple D, you might recall, is another thing that used to be somebody. So it takes all this stuff out, right? So then it's a matter of stepping up. Now it's coming back in. We'll see if we get another. Now it's 2-2 reversal coming down. You can watch it with SSYS. We'll see if this sets up again. And SSYS coming back in. So once again, used to be somebody, so we're always looking like this. Okay. Like so. Broadening formation used to be somebody. Once again, just like them coming in. So we'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to ACIA, this is coming in here too. We got the reversal on the 30 here. 2-2 reversal on the 30. Have a nice long red green though, so we'll see if these can set up again for you. Baidu. And Baidu is nice on the gap coming up here. Baidu, once again, on the monthly, you can see how big this broadening formation is. We've been talking about this for a while and still driving higher. It gaps up here in the lower left, comes back down, and then the inside 30, right? That was your reversal right here because the reverses, this is, albeit this a 2 up, you had the continuity, the downside, but this inside 30 takes it right back up, and we'll see how that goes. Keep an eye on these futures. They're still drying up a little bit here. NNOX. And NNOX. Doing the still inside month, but green. Green on the week. And inside day, upper left. Inside day to the upside, coming back through previous range. That's what we like. You got a little corrective activity as the 30 comes down. And you can see this right in the new hour. They stepped it right back up. You see that? That's why when things occur matters. So you had corrective activity, 2-2 reversal 15 are here. Inside bar, 2-1-2 reversal as I speak. Back into full time frame continuity, NNOX. That's how you get in on this, right above 53. Thanks for playing. If we go to W, and W, shrink these melters down so they're not so huge. And W, bright green on the month, right? Coming back through all this kind of stuff. Outside weak. So anytime that we see that, poke down and start coming through, we're looking to take that out. So you got that. If you go down to a 60 maybe, how'd you get a 60? There you go. Inside bar on the 60. Here's your continuation. 2 up, inside 60, boom, to the upside. We'll see if that sets up again for you. Right now, Q's trying to go back towards the highs. Like I said, slightly stronger is the Q's. If we go to CHRW. CHRW in the trannies, you can see this in the lower middle, our inside month, here to the upside. Outside week, after all this chop shop, finally waking up a little bit, and then getting some follow through on the daily. We'll see if that sets up a little quick on that. We'll see if there was a 30 in there so for you. A little fast on that one, so you can see this slight Momo hammer that poke down and then boom, 2 back up. If we go to Spotify. So Spotify does its job by going into the highs, and once again, you see this weekly. Once this turns green, We're looking for an outside week, and we know that people are going to be short against this, and this. Boom, the machine gun takes them out. So at the end of the day, today you can draw a line from here back here, and you're going to have your broadening formation. So it's in a bit of exhaustion risk by going to the highs again. We'll see if it sets up again. Did have that nice inside 60. Like I said, a lot of these things that I'm showing you are examples of what you want to look for, even though some of this stuff is played out. Right? If you go to TripAdvisor, nice green month. Used to be somebody coming back. Here on the upper middle was your reversal on the week. Now your follow through for these to become an outside bar. Fault that. Real nice stuff on that. We'll see if that sets up again. Looks like it was a little quick. Momo Hammer, here you go. Inside 30, pokes down, goes green, give us outside bar. That's a 1 bar rev strat. And then Momo Hammer here in the 30. Pokes down. I think it's going to roll over. Do you? Boom. You met full time frame continuity right in the face right here. See if that sets up again for you. If we go to the Sunshine Band, KC, get boy. KC, still inside month, but you can see this here on the weekly upper middle. Pokes down a little bit. That's a 2 down. That's a 2 up reversal coming back through. You can see this previous range on the daily on the upper left. We like that. And you can see here on the 60. Once again, the inside 60 to the upside measured mover. See if that sets up again for you. If we go to TWOU, and TWOU now inside on the 60, and once again here on the weekly upper middle, you can see this inside bar goes down, takes these guys out, stops this stuff out, and then here, as soon as this goes green, right? We know outside bars exist and we can get in there. So right now we'll see if that sets up, how that goes off the 60. If we go to Very, VERI, and Very, trying to go inside and up off the 60 right now. So for the next hour, I want to know about this thing over 38.20. It's there right now. You can see here on the monthly, the inside month to the upside. Now it hit its magnitude, which is to take this out, but you got that bonus of a 60, right? It's still bright green on all time frames, which means there's, as far as I know, they're still buying it. If we go to now, still red on the week. We're just running out a week, right? And you're still down on the month, right? So when things occur matters. It's a Friday, right? Maybe you're going to bring in some shorts because you get to here. Upper left, 2, 1, 2 to the upside, right? So we'll see now you've got these inside 60s. Here, how do we break this thing? I want to know about this thing above 528.42 or below 524.07, sitting right there in the middle right now. We'll see what comes of that. If we go to the downside, you got gold. Gold coming in hard off the inside day, right? Outside week, and now potentially on the monthly, taking out the 1 bar rev strat month. This is an inside month coming all the way back down. If you go to silver, AGQ coming in hard. Big outside week, inside day to the downside. These things getting hit. We'll see if that sets up again, but that's going to give you stuff like JNUG here. These guys having some problems inside day to the downside. Hasn't gone outside weaker yet, so we got maybe a little bit more room on the JNUG. If we go to Triple M in the Dow, Triple M is now inside month to the downside here. So that's something you'd want to know about, right? It's coming to a weekend vid near you. See if that sets up again for you too. We also have the Aerospace Defense LMT going toward the lows, and this is what we look for on the weekly. Upper middle, the 2 down, to take out the high, the bam, these become an outside bar of that. 2 months in the lower middle, 2 months inside of that, and that alerts us to look at Northrop Grumman. Having problems here too. Bam, on the week, General Dynamics. To a lesser extent, looks like on the week, we'll see. If we go to, well, I think you look at Boeing there too. And Boeing, just kind of stuck here on the week, so we want to know either side of this week, but you are slightly trying to take that down. Just a couple more here, always running out of time. Looks like we got peace in the valley because they're bringing in the guns. SWBI Smith & Wesson, 212 reversal on the day. All's clear, everything's fine. RGR also coming in on the 2-2 reversal day. We'll watch it. So watching these futures to see if they can take out either side of these inside 60s and what kind of action we see when that happens. We're going to gain a little more information as the day goes on. All right, hope everybody had a great week, has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, Mr. Black Channel here at Tigger Talking with Strat Time Report.